a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun is Purdy. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it's third down now.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
On third down, Purdy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. They're going for this. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin. And they take him down right along the 30.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Unlock Lions.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Red.
They've got a man in motion. A toss now to Robinson. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points.
Crack all 80. Ready.
3rd down, give to Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks. It may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
It's second and goal.
19 Charger. Here we go.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders get the game's first points here in the second. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak. But that time, the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And look at this return. Races past midfield. And he gets pumped on that return.
In his mind, when he hit the Jets and hit that right sideline, he thought he had himself a touchdown. He beat the coverage unit clean, and there was a whole bunch of green grass. Still, an excellent return to be proud of. And really setting this offense up now for some success.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. He gets crushed behind the line and the ball comes out. And the Commanders pick this one up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Commanders leading near the break. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, we're flying around and making the play.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Here we go. Ready?
4th down, here's Daniels. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on 1st. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach third down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Here we go.
Gonna keep this one and go. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready? Check go.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This throw is cupped. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 2nd and 3 now.
Ready? Ready?
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Ready?
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down from the red zone. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Sybird's able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Samuel now to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Okay, break.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Running back sent in motion. This is Eckler on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Here we go. Back. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executed.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. They connect for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first.
Let's go. Go.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's going to keep this one. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Commanders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly was.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
21, 49ers 7. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Samuel now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll have half the work done for them already. He's out of bounds right at the midfield stripe.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Samuel comes in motion left.
Go.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Commanders have it now at the 40.
You can see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive